So I just ran into a little issue and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a video on screws and bits. So when I first started woodworking, it was the flats. So I ended up, I put screws in with a screwdriver and they were just a flat head and just a straight slot. And it was a pain, and it was tough on the wrists, the forearms, and I would take breaks. I'd put a couple in, do something else, come back and put some more in, and then I would drill them out more sometimes so they go in easier. So that I could do a whole video on that because that in itself is probably a lost science or a lost thing, but it's pretty cool too. There's some aspects of that. So then they came out with the Phillips with the screw guns. So actually my first screw gun, my first really good screw gun is right here. It was just fantastic. This thing has put together so much stuff, furniture, just incredible amount. I think it's a 6.2. And I keep thinking someday I should take the battery out, take the cells out, and redo it. Because I think I kept the charger and everything just for kicks. And small, just I think, what is that, like 8 inches from here to, it's small, it fits in compared to, I mean, it's comparable to this one. But it is very close to this one. But a lot of them that came out were much longer. Probably have another one here. Yeah, right here. So these were the kind of the next level of screw guns, and you can see the difference. And that makes a big difference when you're trying to fit in small spots. So anyways, I'm kind of getting sidetracked, but so back to the screws and bits. So I really liked the Phillips, you know, it stayed in the center. I did over the years, I noticed that if you buy the cheap bits, they'll end up just wearing down faster. And so there is a difference in bits. Some will even break right off. So, and this one's pretty worn, but it's still working. So I'm still using it. Then they started coming out with the star bits, or star screws, star heads. And honestly, I was just kind of irritated at first because, you know, I didn't need another thing to switch in my drill. You know, everything was Phillips. And then I bought a box one day and got home and it was a star, and I knew better. I knew to look, but you know, I just didn't look that close, and it's too late to change them, and I'm using them up now. So the concept you would think is very good. You know, gosh, it's going to go in there, and these things are going to there ain't going to be any more of the bit sliding by, you know, kind of pushing out and sliding by. It's going to stay in there, and they're going to just put them right into the wood. But I didn't use them because I didn't want to switch. But I did have this box, so I'm trying to use them up right now. And this is the bit that came with it. I'm quite sure this one came in the box. And I was using it this morning, and all of a sudden, I'm not driving them in. It's like slipping by. And you can see where it's getting worn. So I didn't know, do I have like the screw heads are screwed up? Is it the bit? What's going on here? I mean, these are star. They're supposed to hold. Well, when you look at it really close, it doesn't go in. It only goes in like a 1/16 of an inch. 1/8 at the most. So it's not holding much. And this one's a little sloppy. So I went in the house and got my other pack. I thought, well, maybe I just got the wrong one. So it appears that this bit is going to fit better. So I should be able to go out and finish putting them in. But the bottom line is, I'm not so convinced that the stars are better myself. You know, you'll have to decide for yourself. And maybe it depends on, you know, are you using a coated screw? Because coating is going to take up some of that space in there, so they're not going in as deep. But if you look at the Phillips, you know, they go in there quite a ways. So, anyways, I'm not saying one's better than the other, but I think the difference could be a coated versus a non-coated. You know, you have a more distinct holding point. And I guess make sure your star bit is exactly the right size, because they will strip or slide by. So personally, I'm sticking with the Phillips, but they are out there. The stars are out there. And there's difference in screws too. Like this one's got a cutting screw. See the end there. Versus no cutting area. Okay, screws are great, and the nails are too. So choosing what's the right situation, maybe we'll do a video on that. Or maybe I already did, can't remember. Okay, let's get putting those screws back in and wrap it up for the day, or for this task for the day.